My name is Samantha Striplin, and I am going to be the presenter for this debate. And we did our debate on abortion. The people who were involved were Apple, Samantha, which is me, Braden, Abby, and Cassidy. Is it true that women should have a right to do as they please with their body, but it isn't immoral for an individual to take the life of another person? One should take into consideration that a fetus is already a person, the moment of conception, whether they are still in the womb or not. Abortion should be considered unacceptable. Unacceptable. 3 points from Martin Luther King Jr. Equality. In a letter from Birmingham jail, King says that society must protect the robbed, and punish the robber. The same applies to abortion. When a mother is aborting a baby, they are robbing the baby of a chance at life. The baby is still a person and should have an equal opportunity at life as the mother does. Extremist. King states in his letter that, will we be extremist for hate or love? There are so many other options for those mothers who do not want to have want the baby or can take care of the baby. To automatically think of death as a solution is extreme. Unjust laws. Martin Luther King Jr. states that an unjust law is a code that is out of harmony with the moral law. A baby is still a person. An abortion is killing that person. This goes against a moral law, which therefore will be considered an unjust law. I am for abortion is the very first slide after Martin Luther King Jr. In my opinion, women should have the right to abort their baby. It depends on the situation they're in. Then it will give others an explanation on why they are aborting their unborn child. In the first place, Californians are forcing some churches to pay for abortion. Is that not unacceptable to you? I think it's unacceptable. But if we really want to cut out population growth rate on voluntary basis, we should make abortion available on voluntary basis, at least in the early stages in pregnancy. Disagreement with abortion is the very next slide after agreeing. Abortion is a cruel way to kill an unborn child, and it is not healthy for the mother who is carrying the baby. Why do women get an abortion only to regret it later? Physicians should tell their patients that abortion can increase the chance of getting breast cancer. Of course they should tell their patients. Physicians use anti-abortion laws pushed in state legislatures to increase their stature and undermine their opponents. Unacceptable. The main point disputed for why abortion should be illegal is that it is the murder of a baby that has the right to live, regardless of how the child was conceived. It still has the right to life. I totally agree with that statement. The pain felt during an abortion is not just the psychological damage as well. The mother could always have the feeling of regret for not carrying the baby to term, which in turn could lead to depression and anxiety. I was reading one article that I found that it's unhealthy for the mom to be physically, sad about their aborting a baby. It's unhealthy for them in long term. Some agree that if you are old enough to have unprotected sex, then you are mature enough to understand the responsibilities that come with having a child. Totally agree. If you're going to have unprotected sex, make sure you know the responsibilities that come afterwards, instead of killing that responsibility. What is abortion considered? Abortion is a claim to be acceptable but not murder, because not until 21 weeks of development would a baby have the possibility of surviving without the support of the womb. One can claim this fact supports the belief it is not murder because the fetus is not alive, or able to live independently before a certain amount of time. Thus, abortion before this time is not killing. The next slide, after the 3 points were read and about how abortion is just horrible and for it and saying that it's a mother's choice or whatever, this is acceptable. Another common reason is when the baby would have serious mental, physical, genetic defects causing unacceptable quality of life. I think that I disagree with that because even though they have physical and genetic problems, they shouldn't abort them, even though they have problems. Every child should live, even if they have problems. For reasons such as these, one can claim about abortion is that preventing a life is acceptable and good when compared to the life the child might have, would it be born. I am against abortion is the next slide after talking about acceptable. I'm against abortion because it is not necessary to kill an unborn child. I am pro-life because I think every child should see the world. It is dangerous for the woman to have an abortion because it can ruin their life and their fetus. Yes, every child should live, and the patients of any doctors that want to give up their baby should know the dangers of abortions and how it can affect their life and their fetus. Millions of Christians hold that life begins at life conception. Some people oppose abortion because it can damage women physically and emotionally. As I stated before, that is very true. That's the article that I was talking about, is when the physical and emotional health of women, which is acceptable, is the next one. While the topic of abortion is disputed by many, there are some circumstances where abortion is the right choice. The main claim is that the baby wasn't planned, whether it's from unprotected sex or sexual assault. The mother or baby may not survive labor. Some reasons may simply be the mother isn't ready to have a child at this point of their life, but regardless of the reason, abortion is a decision on the mother. On the mother has the right to make. Absolutely. Acceptable. But it's not acceptable in a way. Abortion acceptable claim. 95% of women claimed it was the best decision they could have made at that point in their life. They do not experience regret. It prevents any kind of medical complications and even death for the mother during childbirth. Abortion is safer than the childbirth. Ooh. Don't agree with that. A lot of times the argument is made that the abortion saved the woman's life. After these slides that I just read, the references are after this, and there are 2 or 3 pages of references. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope that you guys understand that abortion is not right, and some say it is right. I love doing this debate, and thanks for watching.